Hey guys, it's Jovi. Hold on. And welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Y'all, I'm here messing around with the light. I don't want the light on me. It's so hot. I just got out the shower. I feel like I'm sweaty already. But nonetheless, hold on. Let me mute this. But nonetheless, let's get on with the rest of today's show. So I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. Okay. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days and I want to dive a little bit into my opinions of this. I know, we speak a lot about the celebrity news and etc. But, I'm really on this Project 2025 situation, this Trump election situation. And I really want to dive into some of the ideas that I've been having around this. Okay. Um, so that's what we're going to do today. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you already know you're going to forget to like it later. Um, um, subscribe, all that good shit. Let me drop this intro so we can get ahead and get on with the rest of today's show because, hold on. So we can get on with the rest of today's show because I got a lot to say and I'm trying to keep it cute and PG so we don't get our video blocked again. It's like every time we talk about this topic, they try to block us, child. All right, so I'm gonna drop this intro. We're gonna go ahead and get on. Okay, guys, I was trying to adjust something, but I figured, you know what, I'll adjust it after the video. Today is not a workout day. We outside today. Tomorrow's a workout day, so that's why I'm dressed, trying to keep cool because we outside. I done pulled out the picnic basket. I'll show y'all pics later on my IG. So remember to follow me on my other social media platforms, my IG and whatever. If you want to know why I'm not so bright today, child, it's hot. And I done moved the lights that way. Okay. I can't have these lights beating on me this morning. All right. So that's what's going on if you're curious about the lighting situation. Now, I want to get into this. I've been thinking, this has been in the back of my mind for a little while, pestering me. And then I've seen other people, especially now with the whole especially on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, y'all need to follow me on Twitter. I comment a lot. I also share things that I think are very important. So go ahead, follow me on my social media platforms, all that good stuff. Appreciate you. But the thing is, we are hearing so much, right? First of all, this Epstein list was supposed to be dropped from January, right? And then the whole shit disappeared, right? I Googled it like an hour ago, right? When I got on to start making this stuff, I Googled it to see what was going on. Everything was from when? July. Okay. Everything is from July. Okay. Everything was from January. There was no real updates. They're talking about a lot of, they're going around a lot of bullshit. But, the list was supposed to be dropped. It was never dropped, right? Because it's going around this bullshit. Now, mind you. So now I'm thinking, we know that they're now saying, because I guess parts of it are coming out, that Trump has been on the list like 20 something times. He has been to the island. There are reports that he R-word a little girl 12, 13 on the island, right? There are reports that he calling Epstein 2-3 o'clock in the morning to do what? Get on the island or do some island related shenanigans. Hold on. Or do some island related shenanigans. But these are small little reports that you hear on not major networks and not major things, not all the time, right? Because on the major networks, they're out here talking about should Biden step down, right? On the major networks, they're going on about his age and that he said 2020 instead of 2024. Shit, I say 2020, 2022 and 2023 all the time. Does that mean I have Alzheimer's? You know, they're going in, they're writing reports on how much times the neurologist has went in to see Biden, right? No one has written a report. No one said nothing on the major news networks, from the CNNs to the NNBCs to all of them. Okay. And mind you, these are conglomerates. They're not owned. A lot of these stations are owned. Most of these stations are owned by the same people. I know back when I was, when that was my thing, it's only like 2 or 3 major people who own everything. Hundreds of stations, hundreds of channels, all of this is only about 2 people who own all of it, right? Republicans, side note. So then I went on to think, okay, nobody's talking about none of this shit. It took Taraji P. Henson. We on YouTube been talking about it and popping up a little bit here and there, but it took Taraji P. fucking Henson to get up on EBT, whatever, the EBT Awards, the BET Awards, whatever. It took Taraji P. Henson to get up on a BET Awards to say even a little bit about what this shit was, for the search results to go so Google couldn't track it. To now, these major news networks who have been making stories about Biden being old, Biden being frail, about who Kamala dated in the past. I don't give a fuck if she dated John L. Jones, fucking MC Hammer. I don't give a fuck if she was down with, I don't care. Okay. We're talking these people. Okay, so look, I got articles. Y'all know I love an article. All I did, I'm gonna tell you what I Googled. I Googled Donald Trump and the media. That's all. Donald Trump and the media. I'm going to pull up an article from The Guardian. I'm going to pull it up for y'all to see it as well. I'm going to pull it up from The Guardian. That's all I just Googled, Donald Trump and the media, because this shit has been bothering me. And it really clicked in yesterday. I don't remember what I was watching. I think I was on Twitter after we got on. If y'all didn't see us last night on the weekend, our episode of the Weekend Dump, y'all got to catch up. We all shared it, but it's initially on Voodoo Doll TV station. I mean her channel. So go over to Voodoo Doll channel and you'll be able to see it. We were up there caca fucking lacking. Okay. So the article is entitled, let me move this over. The media has been breathlessly attacking Biden. What about Trump? Okay. Now The Guardian. I don't know who owns The Guardian, but it might not be a part of the ownership of the conglomerates. Okay. Or maybe it's just at this point, it is so obvious. It is so obvious that all of these, we can't have Trump and, all of these people who know this shit is dangerous, but who are at the top, and they are more concerned. Y'all, you know what okay, let me read it. No, let me say what I gotta say because I might forget. Remember when I kept telling y'all, and we as just women all around kept saying the most dangerous thing the world has ever done was put men in charge, right? Because all men think about are their penises. they're perverted. They're not, they're out here R-wording people. I'm not saying women don't R-word people, but by and far, it be men. They out here, they cause wars, they rape, they pillage, they do anything to be dominating and make women submit, right? Or little boys, whatever's clever. And the worst thing humanity has ever done is allowed men to run shit. I just saw an article this morning, not this article, an article this morning where they were talking about South Korea. We're supposed to be the good Korea, remember? South Korea, and one of the ministers in South Korea blaming male suicide rates because women have shit. Like women, and they don't even have shit, because in South Korea it is really, it's really disparaging and bad. Women can only work like part-time and all of this. Everything is blamed on women, and no accountability for them, and they will flush their whole country livelihood, the population down the line, to not be accountable, right? Where women around the world are screaming, bruh, we need help. Y'all worrying about why the birth rates go down, because we tired of having to be outside working, inside working, with no help, with husbands who don't help, with, who can't cook, who can't clean, who can't do shit but be a burden, right? Women have been screaming this forever, but they can't hear that, because then that would mean that their perversion, the perversion that they do, it would have to be questioned, right? So then my thought goes to this Epstein list, right? We're gonna pull this shit up in a minute. So we remember back in January, okay, y'all know I got a good memory, when the Epstein list was supposed to be coming out. It was they back and forth. We still don't know why, but somebody who's on that list stopped it. Okay, we know why. They were talking about kings was on that list, right? They were talking about government, media moguls. Pay attention, media moguls are on that list, right? People who run nations are on that list. The list was really, from what we gathered back in January. A lot of people say Epstein is Jew. He's a Zionist. A lot of that list, the creation of that list, was used to, do y'all remember? I know I remember. Was used to blackmail people. Just in general, but also so they can support what? Israel. A lot of that list that, which is again why all of this, why everybody is pretending like what Israel is doing is not genocide. You really need to question, why are these men, why are these men, all powerful men, acting like what Israel is doing is not genocide? What the fuck does Israel have on them? You need to ask yourself why they're not. The biggest story they could have popped off was Project 2025. They could have made fucking exposés and, broke down chapter by chapter every night on CNN if they wanted to expose. But you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they do that? Because I would assume, because the guarantee, one thing we do know is Biden is not on that list. That's what people who've seen the list said. Biden ain't on the list, but Trump is on that list a couple of times. So you got to ask yourself, would the powers that be, the media moguls, the people with power, the people who pay the money to these PACs, right? The people who are in control of what the Times write. Okay? What's in the Times? What's in the Post? What's in the Sun? The Daily Mail, whatever. Would these same men, because it's men who flip a coin uh are probably on that list. Would those same men be willing to throw the whole fucking country away to save their reputation, to save people from knowing how much of degenerates they really are? That's the question. Now we'll pull up the article. Now, since I finished said what I had to say. Okay, again, the article is entitled "The Media Has Been Breathlessly Attacking Biden." We've seen this. They every fucking thing, okay? What about Trump? Trump was out here yesterday in the was it yesterday? It was over the weekend, over the holiday weekend. Was in his little, at Mar-a-Lago in his golf cart, golfing with his mutant son Barron. I said what I said, Barron in it. He's tagged in it at this point. He grown, he ready. He's trying to be new world order, so he tagged in it with his mutant giant son Barron, who looked like he a fucking Nazi. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share this video, and donate to the channel if you can, because you know what, this video will get demonetized. Okay. Calling Kamala a bitch and all of this. Where are the reports, the news articles about that? We have news articles about how many times the fucking neurologist went in to see Trump. We got news articles on how many times Kamala got her fucking hair done. We got news articles on every goddamn thing but the shit that matters. Every fucking thing. And the last hope that we got, and it's hardly a hope because Elon bought it for this same purpose, is Twitter. And it's just because I have honed my Twitter over the damn decade that I've had it to be able to pull up that I follow certain people, and certain things can't necessarily always be hid from me. But that was the point of buying Twitter and making it so fucking difficult. If y'all don't understand how difficult Twitter is, especially, like I said, I'm a pay, and I pay for it. I pay to make sure I'm able to see more shit. The free shit, I don't know how y'all do it. They don't show you shit. Not no more. All of this is to make sure how it's all falling apart in the back, to try to keep people from getting on that platform, because at this point that is like one of the only platforms that you can get on and actually see the shit that Trump did. All right. So the media has been breathlessly attacking Biden. What about Trump? Okay. The bigger story is Trump appalling unfitness for office. He tried to overturn a legitimate election and is a felon. Where are the stories on him being a treasonous monster? Where are the stories? Well, I guess I don't have to pull it. I could read it without, because the words are small. It's not like y'all gonna see it. Where are the stories? Where are the people calling Trump treasonous? Where are the stories on that? Where are the stories on him telling his people that he gonna let all the when he becomes president and become king, that he gonna let all the people who were arrested and sentenced for January 6th go? Where are the stories on that? Where are the stories about this nigga just as old as fucking Biden? What are we talking about? Where are the stories on that? I've always thought that was weird. Even in the last election, I've always thought that's weird. Why they be? And I think we got the answer. And I don't think any of this shit is going to be cool, fair. I don't know the word until that list is exposed. So you could already know why the Times is saying what they're saying, or why CNN, who is supposed to be, is playing in faces. Who's on that board? Who runs that? That's on that list. Anyway, the article says, is it possible for two conflicting ideas to be true at once? And so it is with the mainstream media's unrelenting focus on Joe Biden's mental acuity. They weren't about him, but you got a whole fucking psychopath that y'all ain't talking about. Mainstream media's unrelenting focus on Joe Biden's mental acuity following his terrible debate performance earlier this month. First truth, the president's stumble and political fallout that follows is a huge consequential news story that deserves a lot of coverage. Second truth, the media coverage is overkill. Not only too much in quantity and too breathless in tone, but also taking up so much oxygen that a story even more important is shoved to the back burner. The biggest story, of course, is the former president's appalling unfitness for office, not only because he tried to overturn a legitimate election and is a felon out on bail and awaiting sentencing, but because of things he has said and done in very recent weeks. As just one example, he claimed that he doesn't know anything about Project 2025. The radical right-wing plan hatched by some of his closest allies has begun to dismantle our democracy if he wins another term. Trump's disheveled disavowal is a ridiculous lie, but I doubt most members of the public know anything about it, nor do they likely know much, if anything, about Project 2025. Again, all I Googled was Trump and the media. 4 fucking words. But anyone following mainstream media coverage could not miss knowing about the latest polls of whether Biden should step aside, how Kamala Harris would fare in a head-to-head competition with Trump, and which member of Congress have called for a new Democrat nominee. And those are just the news stories. Not to mention the nonstop punditry on cable news and the near takeover of the opinion section of major publications. Meanwhile, what is Trump's obvious cognitive decline, his ending lies, his shocking plan to imprison his political enemies and to deport millions of people he calls animals? His relationship with the late accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Hold on, sorry, y'all. Please like, please subscribe, please donate. I'm just reading. I ain't pausing, so support the channel. Okay. So you can say we've covered those things, commented Norman Ortstein. I bet. Emeritus scholar at the American Enterprise Institute and a longtime observer of media and politics, but Ortstein pushed back. Where on the front page above the folds, as on-off above moving, in a fashion comparable to the DEFCON 1 coverage of Biden's age and acuity. There really is no comprehension in the amount of intensity and coverage. One journalist, Jennifer, I love how they put in their names, Jennifer Scolzi, counted New York Times story related to Biden's age in a week following the debate. She counted a staggering 190 fucking 2 news and opinion pieces compared to 92 stories on Trump. A whole hundred more. And that was in a week when the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled for his immunity for official acts. Nor is there much self-scrutiny or effort to course correct. Only self-satisfaction and an apparent commitment to more of the same. Eric Wimple of the Washington Post queried the Times about any pushback, specifically from the White House. Have you gotten any complaints about AIDS coverage since the debate? Wimple asked Top Times editor Joe Kahn, who recently praised the paper's coverage in a note to staff. Kahn said no. Joe Kahn. He also dismissed any factual wrong, the criticism from former Times editor Jill what was he? I'm about to say Abersom at the Times, failed in the first duty of journalism to hold power accountable because reporters didn't break through what she describes as an enormous White House cover-up of Biden's mental and physical decline. Khan also brushed off criticism on social media from left and the right. On Monday, the Times sent out as breaking news a story whose headline announced that an expert in Parkinson, I told y'all I saw this shit, in Parkinson's disease has visited the White House 8 times in a recent 8-month period. Much further down in the story, we learned that the same doctor also had made 10 visits to the White House in 2012, and that he was supported and he had supported the White House medical team for more than a dozen years. But many people never get past the headlines. I'm starting to think the Times will see it as a win if Biden drops out. One media observer told me this week when I meet him. Of course, the problem certainly is not just the New York Times. Despite its agenda set and influence, it's also TV news, both network and cable, and to a lesser extent in other major U.S. publications. Where does that leave us? All of these disturbing elements, the Democrats' dilemma, the media's failure, and the cult-like, unquestionable support of Trump could add up to one likelihood in election, a win for Trump and a terrible loss for democracy. That was written from Margaret Sullivan. Okay. Now, Margaret then added a whole bunch of nuance that, again, it's a lot of shit going on in my mind that did not, that I wasn't able to verbalize when I spoke about this shit earlier. All of this shit happening. The Supreme Court gave the fucking Trump specifically, dictatorship, authoritarian, whatever. He's fucking king if he get elected power. And they're still out here fucking trying to talk about Biden, his mental prowess, talk about Kamala Harris, if she should be if she should be put into place, who we should, all over the place, instead of dealing with the reality of what the fuck is happening. And the question that I have is, the conclusion, fuck the question at this point. The conclusion that I have is that this is only happening because these motherfuckers is on that list. These motherfuckers, as in the people who empower, who tell these reporters what to write on. The people who own these networks. The people who own these publications. The people who are in high managerial, not just own it, high managerial position in these publications, because that was the point of Epstein making this goddamn list. They said it already. To have pull, to have power. And at this point, the only non-biased, and not even because it's biased, because this video will be demonetized. I try not to cuss. I try not to whatever. But this video and every other video I've made in the last month regarding politics specifically has been demonetized and pushed to the bottom of the. So when we say share, especially content like this, share. because they push it to the side. Because now, again, we ain't even got Twitter no more. Even though Twitter be up there, Twitter is fighting Elon so fucking hard. The worst and the best thing Elon did was firing all of that Twitter staff, because it fucked up the back end of Twitter. For those people who, you know, the articles and all this shit, it fucked up the back end of Twitter. It is crazy. Even when I'm trying to pay my little $4 a month to keep my little thing, it's a whole thing. It's literally, if I wasn't so invested in being able to see the fucking feeds, I would have cut that shit out. But I'm invested in it for myself, because I like history and shit, and for y'all, because I don't want y'all to pay the fucking $4, and I damn sure ain't paying that $22 option. But he fucked it so bad up on the backside, ain't got enough workers there. I mean, the shit all crazy. Like you could buy solitaire on your Play Store or your App Store and it worked better. Like crazy in the back end. Okay, but a part of that crazy and him firing staff and all of that shit is that motherfuckers have ain't enough staff to really squash the conversations. Okay, that's why recently, if you don't know anything about Twitter, you took away the option to see who like posts. Like so these MAGA people, so these weird people can go in there and start liking and attempting to push weird ass posts without people knowing who's pushing it. Because before, you can go and look and say, oh, you retweeted this shit. This shit was cool. You like this? You like this weird shit? Oh, okay. And people being exposed. He stopped that now. Okay, let me go on Twitter, see what's going on. Let me go to my Gork. Gork is one of them things I pay for. Anyway, let me see. Out before Trump, but listen, look at this shit. 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago. I'm about to pull it up. I make no lies. Look at this. And this is again a compliment. Y'all know what I mean. Of what's happening. Look at this fucking headline. Look at the headline. Biden outperforms Trump, but debt looms large. What debt? You mean the debt that Trump enacted? You mean the tax breaks that he enacted that created the economy we are in now? These are the conversations that they should be having on the CNNs, on the NBCs. And the gag is we have to have it on the YouTubes. We have to have it on the YouTubes. Because at this point, the YouTube and these small news channels who aren't owned by anybody who, you know, is indebted are the only places that you can get real fucking news on this shit from. It says Biden outperforms just 44 minutes ago. This is I'm gonna read you the synopsis they give me of what these stories are about. Okay. The economic performance under President Biden has been a subject of debate, with analysts and commentators presenting contrasting views. Stephen Ratner, a financial analyst, highlighted that Biden administration has outperformed Trump's in several key economic indicators, including the GDP growth, job creation, and wage growth. However, concerns have been raised about the rapidly growing national debt. With Wall Street silver, nothing that it is out on pace to cost over 1.2 trillion per year in interest payments, which is more than 20% of all revenue collected by the U.S. government. Where in that synopsis that I just read did they mention that debt, okay? We know debt comes up on you. Debt ain't owed today and it's tomorrow. No. That debt is because of the things that Trump enacted when he was in office about 4 or 5 years ago. It's coming, it's paying out now. Those tax breaks for the millionaires and billionaires, all of that paying out now. Of course, we have a national debt when the richest people are paying the least amount of taxes. What kind of weird ass question is that? So they say everything that Biden has accomplished to fight back on all of the destruction that was created when Trump was just chopping and blocking and knocking and rocking. But then they still choose to forget to mention that Trump is the reason that debt is the way it is now. Houseway. I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody say. Y'all know how I feel about this. I'll scream it from the rooftops. I need Kamala Harris. If you ever come across this video, girl, I need you to drop that fucking list. Remember, y'all are kings. The least you can do now, you're a princess, apparently. If the president king, you got to be a princess. Something, a duke or something at this point. I need you to drop the list. Because without the list, okay, without these fucking heads on a chopping block and being rolled, they're in these positions to block the story and get Trump into office because Trump will burn the list. Okay, they're in the position they throwing the country away. They throwing democracy away for their own fucking benefit. And if you know anything about history, if you know anything about the ego of men, you know I'm telling the truth. They will burn this fucking country to the ground so they can stay being perverts without the world knowing that they're perverts. They don't want to stop being perverts. They just don't want other people to know that they're being perverts. They don't want their job opportunities to be in jeopardy because they're perverts. I dropped the link in case anybody want to come up, give me their opinion on today's story. I said what the fuck I said. Hold on, girl. Let me make sure this mic is on. You know, my kid be gaming at night, child. She be gaming. So I be having to adjust the shit back in the morning. She be on my shit like she a super gamer or some shit.
Hey Jovi, hey Beauty School Drop-ins, and she is a super gamer. Shout out to your teenager. But this is amazing, and I need people to understand the the red pillars, the Tariq Nasheeds, the Brandon Tatums. Look who they're married to, and look who they have in their house before taking their advice about stuff. Not
Woo!
voting is the reason why so many people got elected up in here. I will say, unpopular opinion, if Ruth Gethersburg would have stepped down during the Obama administration, we would have had a lot more success in the Supreme Court.
That's
So that
true.
being said, we got to put people in place that have strong opinions, that care about women, because right now, if you look, it's male dominated. Look what they're saying about going to the chop shop. Look what they're saying about they don't want y'all to go to the chop shop, but they don't want to put things in place for people who have children, and then they're trying to incentivize dusties. Like, it's just weird. Right now, I just saw on ABC News
Mm-hmm.
that these people in these Asian countries are so thankful DNA technology has come so far that these passport bros are about to be in trouble because they are tracing back who fathered these kids. Not just the black men, the white men too, and
Yeah.
everybody in between. This is about to shake up the world. And I said, why is this not getting coverage? Oh, because so many men in power are about to see all their illegitimate children they had due to their ex tourism. So
Mm-hmm.
kudos. This is why it's important to understand who you're following. Stop listening to these people telling you not to vote. You need to vote. I don't care who you vote for, but you need to vote in your best interest. And right now, currently, they want you barefoot and pregnant in the house with no means, no resources. They banning books. It's becoming crazy. And our grandmothers did not fight for us to be set back to the old times. A lot of you don't even know how to date good men, but y'all believe they care about your best interest. Y'all, please. But y'all get these likes up. I'm about to go to the gym to work it out. I love you, Jovi. Keep it up. Share this live and get your Jovi Beauty merch, ladies and gentlemen. All
Damn
right.
right.
Bye.
Bye. And she's right. Like I've been telling y'all about those people that y'all follow. I'm very fucking serious. The Tariqs of the world. I'm the Tariqs of the fucking world. All of these black men telling y'all where y'all should vote, what y'all should do when they sitting up with in their households. Make it make sense. When I said what's the word? A plant? That's what y'all be calling them, a plant, industry plant. I've been saying, oh shit, this nigga plant for a couple of years. I used to watch and be like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And then I realized this nigga want the worst for y'all. And just because you keep screaming, ADOS, ADOS, fuck the what, fuck everybody else, don't mean that he fuck with you. That just mean that Uncle Tom figured out how to manipulate your dumbass with his white woman in his house. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Like she said, they want us worse than our grandmothers. They want us worse than our grandmothers, bitch. They trying to take us back to like times when bitches was like Monica. Do you comprehend? Because at least our grandmamas, great grandmothers ain't they came from worse. You're gonna come from having your children, having you being educated to being locked in your house by a rusty today assigning you to a nigga who ain't shit. Today assigning you to a nigga. Think about what the fuck I'm saying, y'all. Like we are on the chopping block. So the rich white men who were flying around with Epstein, molesting children and raping girls and boys and all of this, don't have to be accountable for their behaviors. Because you know where their children will be? Anywhere far away from what the fuck they created for us here. I just saw I got some donations. Let me read them out. Thank y'all, because like y'all know, like I said, this video will be demonetized. Oh, our next video will be demonetized. That's just what they do. Okay, you didn't not say your name. So Jameen, thank you so much. Jameen sent us $40. Jameen said, keep speaking, sis. I tell everyone about you. Thank you so much. Share, share, share. Again, the celebrity news. If you don't want to share that, that's okay. Even though it's funny and giggly. But like when we make real topics, when other creators, we talk about real shit, y'all need to share because it is crazy that I swear to God, I woke up in the middle of the night. I was up. It was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Cause my kid had to, she go, her sport is real early and whatever. So, but I'm up because I wake her up in the morning. So I'm, my natural, wait, hold on. My natural clock be all over the place. And thank you, Black Cherry. Black Cherry sent us $2. She said, keep spreading the word. Thank you, Black Cherry. Y'all already know I love y'all so much. All donations from $2 to $40. All of that shit is thoroughly, really appreciated. Thank you so much. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No. Okay. I'll answer it later. Yeah, so well, like I said, all donations are appreciated because like these shits get demonetized. Okay. I could cuss out these knuckles all day. Okay? It's all good. They don't demonetize. Well, some of them but like, baby, I post some shit on. I told y'all the last video we made on Trump, I didn't get off this good. I got off this, went to use the restroom. Just number one, not number two, just real fast. That's why I said that. Came back, the video was blocked all over the world. I had to do a whole bunch of editing and chopping and cut this and cut that. Blocked all over the world. Not even 2 minutes into the ending of the fucking video. So it's demonetized and they ain't monetized it. So, but it's all right. And again, they don't push this content, even to my viewers, even to my regular subscribers. You would think that the people, y'all, the same people who saw what I post yesterday and I post the day before yesterday would see what I post today. No. Because the people who own YouTube own Google. Google owns YouTube. Who owns Google? These are the questions that you have to ask. And if the motherfucker who owns Google, is he on that list? Is he on some list? Is it some sort of situation that he's trying to cover his ass for? So let's not push these things. Or the people in the back that's running the AIs, pushing down our content, or the red pillars in the back, not the red pillars, the right wingers in the back who see this sort of content and push it down so more people won't see it. Because that's why they wear masks over their face. That's why the Klan covers their face. So you won't know. They talking about, they cover their face so you won't know that there are cops and lawyers and judges and shit. Motherfucker. Businessmen and shit. Fortune 500 company owners and shit. Y'all think it's small when you talk about lawyers. I mean, the police. Okay. But like it was the mayors too. Back when they trying to take us back to when motherfuckers was riding through the fucking town on horses with pillowcases over their face. The mayor was there too. The governor was there too. You think the Santos ass won't get on a horse and ride through fucking, I don't know, Fort Lauderdale? I don't know. Where's Black? I don't know. My mama live in Palm Beach. I don't know. Wherever, Tallahassee, Tuscany, wherever the Black people live in Miami. You think so? Or you think Governor Abbott, that's his name, Abbott over in Texas, ain't been to a lynching or two? He probably descended from a few lynchers. I said what I said. Thank you for the donations. Don't forget to donate more. Let's get into these comments though. Like I said, I may be here. I ain't working out today. Again, I'm working on my schedule. Oh, hold on. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to speak to my little queen before she ran out to her little. She got to show up today for the job. You know how they are. She got a little office job. I ain't telling y'all when my boo work, but you know, some of you, some of you, some of you. She got a little research position. 2 days out the week, she's the supervisor. She got chosen as supervisor. She high. But one day a week, Wednesdays, they gotta all go into the office. So hold on. I gotta do this for her real fast. Done. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. Okay. We're back. Sorry. We're back. All right. Let me go into some of these comments. I'm gonna drop the link below. Like I said, I want y'all to really think about what the fuck is going on. Stop talking about oh body. They even got that shit running on TikTok. That is the propaganda. Okay, propaganda is programming. Tell me, I went to school for marketing. This is what I do. I got them degrees. This is what they do. This is why television programming is named programming. There's a reason why it's named TV programming. They're programming you. This shit has been known since the invention. Anybody who ever took a marketing class, have a marketing degrees, knows this. It's programming. How we get you to do what the fuck we want you to do, but make you think that it's your choice. It's not really your choice. It's my choice. I'm telling you what you need to do. I just got to figure out how to make you think it's your choice. Okay. Hey Natasha. Natasha said I'm watching from work in the bushes. Have a great day, Jovi and chat. You too, Tasha. Thank you so much. Like I said, please guys, support the channel. Share this video. Follow me on my other social media platforms. If you have a Twitter, make sure and follow me on my Twitter. My Instagram, you know, I be showing y'all the flexes and the fits and whatever. But my Twitter is more about real shit. So, or funny shit, but a lot of real shit. Okay. So follow me on my Twitter. I'm JOVIBEAUTY on all my platforms. Okay. My Snapchat too, but my Snapchat is really about the fits. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably don't have to follow me on Snap because it's the same shit. What else? What else? Share, like this video, please like this video. Or if you hate what I'm saying, dislike the video. Just do something. Pick a struggle, okay? And if, like I said, if you can donate to the channel, it is really appreciated, because this video and all videos like it are demonetized and the support is supporting. Okay. All right, let's get into these comments. Thank you. The hair. Listen, I tried. I refused to have to wash it again, child. I was just like, we gonna figure something out. We gonna figure something out this hot ass weather, and we going picnicking. I would show y'all. You want to see the picnic basket? I do have a picnic basket. My homegirl hit me up. She was no, it was in a group chat. She was like, anybody got a picnic basket? That was a dumb question, because everybody know I have stupid shit like that. So I got my beautiful picnic basket. It's so cute. I got it in South Africa, so it's really beautiful. The interior is beautiful. I'll take pictures later and I'll post it on my IG, FYI, so y'all can see the inside. The interior is gorgeous. It's handmade. Ain't no machine made. My picnic basket, and I've had that picnic basket. When did I go to South Africa? At this point, like 8 years ago, some shit like that. I don't even remember. Maybe like 8 years ago at this point. That picnic basket is amazing. But anyway, yeah. So thank you. Yes, and the fit is fitting. Fit is fitting. Y'all know I love my fits. Girl, it's 100. Woo! Child, I'm supposed to be going to Vegas next week. I don't know. This is some real, it's not last minute, but I thought I was going to have to cancel. I don't know what's happening. I might end up in Vegas next week. If I end up in Vegas next week, y'all will know, of course. But 120 degrees. Lord. But at least that's a dry 120 degrees. At least y'all got pools. Okay? Because when I'm in Vegas, I spend half of the day in a pool. Somebody pool. Okay? I plan out pool activities. Okay? Them racists are still going to vote for the clown. We've been knowing Epstein is his homie. Yeah, girl, this is bigger than Epstein being Donald's homie. Epstein, my point, if in case y'all just came in and missed my point, Epstein List probably has majority of these media moguls, these CNN top execs, these motherfuckers who own the Viacoms of the world, the CBSs of the world. I'm not calling no names because I don't know, I don't. But there's a reason why we have 1,000 articles on Biden getting old, but only 2 on Trump becoming king of the world or the United States. Or quote and call him Kamala Harris a bitch in the thing with his doofy ass son next to him. Or all the millions of other things that just constantly occur. So many fucking topics. But all they got to talk about is how Biden getting old and how Kamala Harris should be put in office. But then she shouldn't be because she's black and she won't win. But she should be, but she should. All of this confusion that they're attempting to create. Okay? Let the likes match the numbers in the chat, please and thank you. Please like this video. He has a lot of media cronies. Yup, and a lot of media cronies on that list. Like a compass, arrow pointing true north. A man accusing fingers will always find. Ooh! Okay, Tara. Okay, Tara. Yes, Tara. Always to us. I saw Pharrell in an interview the other day. Not the whole interview, but a part of the interview. And he was like, he's like, I wish it wasn't so, but like, women gonna have to save a fucking get. And it's fucking crazy because of this. Because of that. Because the accountability for nuts amongst all of them. Like I said, they will start wars. I was having this conversation with my kid because I'm into this shit. She into this shit. She goes to she knows ancient history. She knows Latin and all of this shit. We arguing about fucking Troy and how it was the I forgot the fucking brother name that over his dick destroyed his whole country. One of the biggest countries or biggest nations, because they didn't really call all countries, the biggest nations back then. All because he wanted to F another man's wife. All because he wanted to F another man's wife. His brother was murdered, dragged through the fucking streets of what the fuck? How many people were killed, destroyed? The whole history of Troy, everything that the grandfather, great grandfather, all the legacy of it all flushed down the toilet because old boy wanted to get his dick wet. Let's call a spade a spade. These niggas will destroy the world. If Trump right now be like, to the black men, to any, what the fuck just happened? Oh, okay, because some shit just popped up. I told you they fucking with us, and y'all know I got a good computer. Okay, I ain't streaming off no. Okay, but all right. If Trump was to say or imply, Because he's already kind of implying it. He's taking away women's rights, no fault divorce, aka we're stuck in marriages with abusive men. You can't divorce them, you can't leave them, you can't do anything, you can't abort children, you can't do nothing, right? So if Trump say, this might be the scariest shit I've ever said in my life. If Trump said they're gonna take away our rights, that's what they trying to do, and be like, yo, every man will be able to pick a woman. Whether you want to go, whether you don't want to go, whether that's your husband, whether that's in the weird nigga down the block. Trump give them the right to come and bust you over your head like it's caveman times, drag you back to the house, and keep you there. And you can't do anything about it. Do you think these men would vote for it? Think about that. Do you think they would? Do you think majority of these men would vote for it? I'm not, of course, not all of them, but do you think the majority of these men would vote for that shit? Because if you don't think the majority of these men would vote for that shit, you don't know shit about men. All right, y'all. Okay, let me drop these. Like I said, we ain't rushing today because I'm not going to the gym. But let me go through some of these comments. New York Times logo is all the news that fit to print. Jovi is so right. Who decides this shit? Some of these folks on the Epstein list. I'm telling you, I feel it in my blood. Hold on. I feel it in my blood. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Yusuf, for your likes. I appreciate you, boo. Appreciate you. He's at work, in and out. It is all right. Eddie Griffin has been saying anti-Black women things since last year. I'm not surprised. Proverb. Yes, thank you, Proverb. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Nadi. How are you? Yes, please like the video. Trump have pulled as many on most news channels. Yeah, because he been partying with these fuckers. That's one thing about being from New York. Okay? He been partying with these fuckers. Okay? He been out in the Mandarin Oriental. You see what Diddy was able to do up in these Manhattan hotels. We got a Mandarin here. I think it's the first one. Well, not the first one. The first one in America. We got one here. I've been there like twice for like dinner. Dinner party. Okay? What you think they be doing up in them hotels? Huh? He probably got his own list. She said Mahogany said a popular news outlet tried to say Biden dropped out on Facebook. This shit is outrageous. He said Trump's dad was a known Klans member. Why would Black people support him? Because I also heard someone say, and I believe this is true, and I hate to say this, but I believe a lot of Black people have, it's the massa complex. It's the massa complex. And they don't, especially, I'm going to say it, especially, I think a lot of Black American people in the ADUS, that shit been ingrained for a long fucking time. Like, and again, we were slaved in the Caribbean and, these other places too, colonized in Africa and all this shit. But I think especially in the Caribbean, there's a separation. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't trying to be like them motherfuckers. Or trying, it was, it wasn't the same sort of slavery like here. Not too much playing niggas against each other. Because in the South, in the Caribbean, motherfuckers was running. You run into the bush. You might see them pop out every once in a while and, come see what they could do and, do this and do that and fucking out. Like, I think it's the white Jesus, all of that shit. It's ingrained. Even shit, I was born and raised here, but I can still see the ingraining of it in the culture. But I didn't have the, as much as I see other people, especially people who are of Black American descent, and how they perceive and see things based off of that. The colorism of it all, the white Jesus of it all, the likes of the Waka Flockas and the big Mikes and the Tariq. Like, well, I think Tariq is a plant, but like these other motherfuckers, the indoctrination of it all, the growing up with the Confederate flag waved at the neighbor's house across the street of it all, and acting like it's normal and wanting acceptance from these people of it all. And I think maybe the North, even though, people move all over the place, is a little bit more, even though there's a bunch of Black Americans up North, but I think the mixture of maybe some of the Caribbeans and, the other cultures, and not the constant indoctrination of seeing a Klan flag or a Confederate flag drive by you on your way to school every day. That mental fuck. That's what I think. She said they tried to give Trump credit when Obama left office with a surplus, so I'm not surprised they're blaming Biden for the deficit. She said we need young blood. Proverbs, thank you so much. And Proverb, thank you so much for the donation as well. Yes, we need I didn't think about that. Like, yeah, when I was a little kid, it was Bill Clinton, even Bush number 2. He was gray-headed or whatever, but he wasn't like old. He was like 40. He was old for me because I was like 20 when 9/11 and them shit happens. But he was like 40. So I do agree, but why are we pretending like Trump ain't old and crusty too? And the devil at that. Share. Thank you. She said, those who know, I look up your channel on purpose. Thank you so much, Proverb. And that's what I'm talking about. They push this content down. If I'm talking about a motherfucker, if I would got on here and talk about all the shooting that happened in Chicago, oh bitch. And it's not like, and again, it's not, YouTube does manage the way they through people's things, but it's not like I'm a creator that don't create content on real shit. It would make more sense if I didn't make content on women empowerment and shit like that, right? But because I make that sort of content, unlike another station, another channel who, let's say another channel who doesn't talk nothing about politics at all, ever. They don't talk about women movement, none of that shit. They just talk about what's hot in the celebrity news. Those channels, yeah, if they were to just randomly post some shit about that Trump or Project 2025, the algorithms don't know what to do in that moment. So yeah, they'll push them down. But I post shit on that. I am in the celebrity news sphere, and I am also in female empowerment sphere. So then why am I getting pushed down? Why these videos busting 500? She said, my son got one too, similar positioning. Yes, yes. She was so hyped yesterday. They was picking their teams. I was like, girl, and I'm here whispering to her. I'm like, stop doing. She's like, my team is pretty. I'm like, you need people who can work. I guess the other kids had to like give a spew on what they'll bring to the team or whatever. And since she was there last year, they put the kids who were there last year as like managers, supervisors, or whatever. And she had to like pick her team. So I'm like, girl, please pick people who can commute, who can speak, people who could make PowerPoints, people who could, like, girl, these damn kids. But they gonna get it. It's the same as Didla. Once it was revealed that part of the royal family attended his party, his house was raided. Vegas has last minute for boating and swimming, has Lake Mead for boating and swimming, but that water ain't clean all over. No, boo boo. I'm talking about the hotels. I'm talking about Mandalay Bay. I'm talking about Caesar's Palace's pools. That's what I'm talking about, boo. I ain't talking about a lake. Okay? I'm talking about Caesar's Palace. Okay? I'm talking about Mandalay Bay and being on the lazy river. Okay? I'm talking like that. I'm not talking about no lakes. Kamala. Josh said Kamala's Indian on both. India sent many to the Caribbean. Oh wow. Kamala is black. Sorry to tell you. In Brooklyn, she's black. I get it. If you're ADOS, you like, and you've been listening to Tariq forever, I get it. Okay. But like, child, she's the AKA. That's a black girl. She didn't just become an AKA to try to fit in. She didn't do that just now. She didn't just become an AKA to try to fit in into the black people because, no. Okay. And you know the gag? Let me tell you the gag. When I hear stuff like that, no shade, just tea. Just tea. You hear all of this shit. But some of the most diluted black blood is in America. It's not nobody's fault because, again, y'all couldn't run nowhere. There was a lot of rapes and shit like that. And, but like most Caribbean people, like my blood is heavy. My blood heavy. Most Caribbean people, there were less into, you know what I'm saying? As comparison in all the Caribbean countries, in comparison to America and to North America, United States to be specific, because Canada don't count. So you got to comprehend when you say that, especially like I said, to in my mind, because I think looking at her, I could say she probably got like 75% black DNA. Most black Americans got about 60. Quincy, Kim Porter's son, who is from the South, and Al B. Shore, he black American too. He just light skinned. Like my ex-husband, he light skinned. We could trace them back to the plantations, but that black DNA ain't popping like it's popping in me. Quincy ran his DNA. I believe his shit was like 30% European. That was the most. 20%, 25% Nigerian or some shit like that. I forgot what it was because I wasn't paying attention. But he's wholeheartedly black American. Wholeheartedly. A lot of y'all look like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And even when you're dark, a lot of the blood is mixed up because it was a lot more rape happening here. It was nowhere to run here. So to me, it's like, okay. Okay. I don't understand. Because okay, she mixed with Indian, another minority who damn near black, look black, in comparison to mixed with white slave owners and shit. I don't know. That's weird to me. That's a weird comparison. I'm gonna be honest. I've always thought that was weird. Oh, y'all want to see the fit? I showed y'all the fit. I'm going to the park. I'm going to the park. This is a vintage fit. Y'all know how I love my clothes. It's a vintage fit. Ew. I normally don't wear the pieces together, but we need to be cool today, okay? It is saucy and hot. I need to go get the dog food. That's what I need to get. I keep forgetting. Just remind me. Identity politics has them wanting to identify with power. Massa has, and they support him. Identity politics. Okay. Yes. Tracy. Yes, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. We're speaking about the Black Americans who or anybody, not even just Black Americans, Black, American Caribbeans, whatever. If we're here, we're Black American. That's how I see it. I'm not Panamanian. I don't consider myself, even though that's where my parents is from. I was born in Brooklyn. In a fucking brownstone right here in Brooklyn. I grew up right here. I went right here. Okay. I took my first breath in a faith. Okay. I don't know what the fuck anybody talking about, but people who are born here wanting to be one of them so bad, whether they acknowledge it or not. Be them so fucking bad. And that's why you find places like the Bronx with Dominicans who look like me, but they want to be them so bad. And that's why they was sending Republican delegates to fucking to the what is it, convention. Beat them so bad. Damn, why Waka Flocka telling y'all if y'all vote for Biden, leave his concert. Want to be them so fucking bad. We are. I told y'all, if that motherfucker gets in, okay, let me tell y'all something. They gonna block all our first and second generation and probably third generation asses up in them camps. They gonna ship our asses off back to Jamaica's and Barbados and Panama's and where the fuck Nigeria is, where the fuck the rest of us came from. But you know what? We got y'all back. Okay, they not gonna ship our asses back, and we gonna act like we gonna pop. Okay, so if they try to lock y'all asses up, put y'all in cages and shit, try to sell y'all to your white neighbors, understand. It's like, how Canada was holding down the people, at the women while they was trying to escape in Handmaid's Tale. Yes, I finally watched Handmaid's Tale, child. Well, I watched the reviews. I watched recaps. I didn't want to watch all that crazy shit. I watched recaps. But you know how Canada, we got y'all. Just run down that motherfucking border. Find your way to Texas. Find your way down that border. Come down. Keep going. Keep coming. That's it. And we gonna come for y'all. Keep coming. She said, I just can't be locked up in a camp. Girl, ain't none of us want to be locked up in no camp. But that's the fuck they talking about. Okay? She said, I'm just saying, I know they said they taking away birthrights. So I'm just gonna assume that they go try to ship my ass up out of here. Okay. And but we gonna be in these other countries fighting for y'all. We gonna be there. Okay, don't think we just gonna leave y'all and be like, oh well. I'm an American at the end of the day. It ain't happening. There's a lot of people who, again, they said they're gonna put us out. So that means you got at least third of the black population if they take away 2-3 generational birth rights, at least a third of the black population who is thoroughly American, who getting put out to different places, who still got they ain't gonna take our education and shit away. They might take y'all's. Boo gonna be all over the world popping back. Okay, so just remember that. But let's not even get that far. We are we will pop. My son named his team the Cool Black Nerds. I fell out laughing. I don't even want to know what her team is named. Nope. Nope. These summer youth kids are crazy. But you know what I won't do? I won't be helping her with her summer youth next year. I just can't be locked up. FBA. I hope other countries allow us blacks to come into their country as refugees. I hope so too. She said, why would you be a refugee? Because she don't want to be enslaved here. She's trying to run. Anyway, I am hot and I do have to go buy some dog food. So I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I enjoyed the conversation. Please share this video. Again, if you are part of the replay gang, please like, share, donate to the channel if you can. All donations are appreciated because this video will be what? Demonetized. So please and thank you. All donations help. I don't care if it's $1, $2. Yeah, y'all answering your own questions in the chat. Y'all don't need me. Y'all good. Y'all know the answers. Whether it's $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $40. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for everyone who already donated. Thank you so much for everyone who will. Thank you so much for everyone who can't. Okay, but you liked this video and you shared it somewhere. Thank you, girl. You did that, and I appreciate you. All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, Thursday. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern. I will be posting my adventures, even though it looks like it's about to rain. Talk about we sitting out in a park. My adventures with my picnic basket later. Okay, so I love y'all, and as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.